Katie Proudfoot, the last person to have seen Sebastian Rogers, before he vanished without a trace, claims that she has no idea what happened to her son. He went to bed as per usual. She heard a thud, didn't check, but rather called out for him to go to sleep. He responded, and that was that. The next morning, she went to wake him up for school and Sebastian was gone. He didn't take his shoes or phone or switch. According to her, he walked out the front door and was gone. She believes someone may have him, but never publicly pleaded or offered any reward for his safe return. That alone speaks volumes. Anyway, I want to bring into focus another piece of information that I find to be a massive red flag in this case. On the day Sebastian vanished, his mother seemed to give him the best day. She made breakfast that morning, which she doesn't usually do, since she said Sebastian was so excited he called family to brag about it. She then took him out to so many places. They went bowling, and then shopping, to the Roadhouse for dinner. It was like non-stop fun. I think it would have been an overstimulating day for any child. Katie also snapped a number of pictures that were not put out on his missing persons posters. Many are now wondering what this last day was really about, especially since Seth Rogers said that when he got to their house, Katie shoved her phone into his face and said look he was happy. What an odd thing to do, unless she was really trying to drive a point home, saying look nothing was wrong, he was fine and happy. Why even think to say such a thing when her son is missing? Seth agrees and says the day would be a lot for Sebastian, to just load him up with all those activities, all his favorite things in the same day. Seems just too much. Seth has a picture and videos of Sebastian at the bowling alley, and Seth says Sebastian didn't look happy in one of the pictures. Why do you think Katie wanted to make the point that Sebastian was happy? This is really a big red flag. Was she defensive right from the get-go? What does that tell us?
Josh asked you if they just let you walk through the house, nobody asked you who you were, let you walk into his room. Did you have any interaction with law enforcement? And if so, how did they treat you?
Well, I was still in uniform, which is probably why they didn't ask me who I was. And Katie probably told him who I was after I came inside. I mean, obviously, her coming up to me and shoving her phone in my face kind of, obviously she knows me. And obviously, with her statement, look, he was happy, I still don't understand why it matters if he was happy or not. I mean, to sit there and make that point to me, I don't get that. He's missing. Doesn't matter if he was happy on Saturday or Friday or Sunday. The fact is he's missing. And
was it normal, backing up before we move forward, was it normal for, she made a point of saying in several interviews that she took him to do all of his favorite things, all the way from breakfast through activities, through visiting family members, through his favorite place for dinner. Was that a normal situation? I mean, was it, or would they normally, maybe she'd take him to a place he liked to eat, but not just load him up on all of his favorite things? I mean,
I know I wouldn't. And for all the stuff that she was supposedly doing with him, that's a lot for him. I mean, that's a lot. I have a video and pictures of him at the bowling alley. And I've got a picture of him. He is not happy. I mean, his hands are in his pockets. His shoulders are slumped forward. I mean, he just looks like a teenager that's being drugged to Chuck E. Cheese's.
On Saturday.
On Sunday.